You make your case, you prove it with stitches. Did you leave ashes on a counter we could wait? You make your case, we flew off the off-ramp. Did you leave pieces in a crater we could save? The sinking place, they toss your sandbag. Did you take salted by the lungful like you crave? The sinking place, you fire up a flare gun. So we had start to throw a hateful on your grave. Just sink in place. They toss your sandbag. Did you take salted by the lungful like you crave? Just sink in place. You run up a prayer flag so we could stop to throw a handful on your grave. Oh, one way, stop. One way. One way, stop. One way! Would we stop, throw a handful on your grave? Would we stop to throw a handful on your grave? Would we stop to throw a handful on your grave? Would we stop to throw a handful on your grave? Or would we stop to throw a handful on your grave? Would we stop to throw a handful on your grave?
That's called Handful. That's the with the clavin, the wild clavinet sound, and it's kind of a thing for us to see how fast we can humanly play it, and we actually re-recorded it, and we realized it was too fast. Like we can't actually, we managed to do it in the studio somehow, but we can't actually play it that fast. So if you know someday if you hear the record and then you come to see us, it'll be like, I like this song, but they seem kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of lazy today, or the 20 years ago versions of us could have played at that speed. But
Sing, Talk, Play live sessions at CJSW Radio. And in the studio today with us, we've got Night Committee, the Committee of Night, the diplomatic communal of people discussing things to do with nighttime.
yes, exactly. All those things.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for being here. We had a bit of a rocky start. We bringing stuff up. We dropped this beautiful ace tone.
The vintage ace tone.
The vintage ace tone took a tumble, and it wasn't working for a little while. And then our wonderful engineer, Sing Talk Play's own Jason, along with Lori and Chris Neville, opened it up and played around with it, and we fixed it.
We did.
You can fix it with a screwdriver. It's one of those machines that you can
Early technology.
fix with a screwdriver.
I mean, is it kind of like those new cars where you open the hood and there's like a computer inside, you can't touch it? In comparison to those old cars, you can just do anything with. Is that
Part of it, yeah. I mean, the thing is that nothing new sounds like those things, and so there's just a analog greasiness to it that you kind of have to live with when you drop it 5 feet onto a concrete floor that sometimes things get jostled.
Could that potentially make it sound better?
I thought it sounded great today, so yeah, maybe.
So you're welcome.
I'm Joel Nye. I play the drums.
I'm Andrew Wedderburn. I play the guitar and sing.
I'm Laurie Matheson, and I pound the keys, sort of.
I guess it's been about 4 years. It kind of went through, there was some different versions at the outset. There was some other people involved, and then kind of like, you know, things fell away and people moved away and did other things, and there was the three of us, and we thought, we had a show booked, and we lost our bass player and our guitar player, and you know, a band's got to have a bass player apparently, and I thought, well, we got to get a guitar player who can actually play the guitar. And the show kept getting closer and closer, and we kept not acquiring these people or meeting them. And we thought, well, you know, what if the old left hand of the Matheson?
Laurie's got two hands.
Yeah, he's got two hands. He can play the bass
Problem
part.
solved.
So we showed up at Broken City, and Arnold was just like, oh, yeah, I'll just turn your that side up. There's a technical explanation there. So he's over time acquired boxes and switches and capacitors that accentuate the. So yeah, basically we've got a bass player
Right here.
right there.
Right there. Nice.
And I became adequate enough at the guitar that, you know, now we more or less fit in one vehicle, and it's yeah.
That's great. I love when creative decisions are based on like space in a car.
Yeah. It's like, can we get to Lethbridge or Edmonton without having to like go to a car rental place?
Hauling equipment up, I was helping you guys a little bit, and all four of us had a late night yesterday, obviously, and we were slow and decrepit. And then once that first note was hit, that first drum hit, you guys just became other people. You guys became at least 15 years younger, which made you each 12, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with 12.
It was impressive. The energy I saw, you guys were complaining about being old guys, but the energy I saw was unmatched by a lot of the bands I see, and I see a lot of bands. So what happens? What happens between the time you guys set up to the time you guys start playing?
I sat back down. And that took care of my portion. So I'm good now.
I don't know. It's like, been doing it a long time, and there's another guy who's the guy with his mouth wide open, moving all that air, and he can do things that I can't. But the problem is when I switch back to me, there's less and less of me left all the time, and increasingly I have to be kind of carted out on a dolly afterwards. But yeah, no, it's.
Well, I was going to say, I think that, you know, like the thing about this band is the only reason why we're a band is because we like playing together. And it's like, it's really fun. Andrew writes awesome songs. I love his songs. I love playing with Joel on drums. And it's like, and all of us, I think, feel that way. And so there's nothing, the only thing that we want to do in this band is play the songs. So it's just a different energy takes over when we get to play.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Healing power of rock.
Healing power of rock.
You guys just released a brand new album.
Yeah.
How does it feel when it's finally released into the world?
It's always exciting. Like, made a lot of records over the last 20 years. And I always love I love that they live out in the world and people have relationships with them, and you know, years from now you'll bump into somebody who says, "Oh, you made that record that I listened to that." They don't even have to tell you that they like it or love it, but just, I have that and I listened to that. It's like, yeah, there we made something and it lived with people. So, that's always exciting.
I mean, for me, like when the record got mastered, that will be the last time I ever hear it. On purpose. Like I might hear it somewhere by accident, but I will never put it on again. Because it's mastered, it's done. Okay, we're happy. It's over. And now it's for other people. It's not for us anymore. It's
I gotta listen to them because I forget how they go after a certain amount of time. When we did that Hot Little Rocket reunion, I had to like pull all the albums out. I'm like, I have no idea how to play this. What's happening there? There were songs that couldn't, like, it's like, can't do that. No idea. Haven't got a clue. So someday that'll happen with these. This is called Heaven, and it's about
title track of the record.
It's the title track of the record, and it's about actually it's about, you know, a lot of what we're talking about. It's about being in a rock band and packing a bunch of heavy junk into vehicles that weren't sufficiently warmed up in the morning, and then driving to play to not a lot of anybody, and how that's heaven.
Good works, good deeds, long drives, small rooms, and tedious legwork. You gotta lift with your legs now to get into heaven. Thick tongues, dry throats, old words, new lips, to empty our lungs out. We'll catch a breath when the lights come up to get into heaven. To get into heaven. And I don't think I could change till we learn the requirements ain't what we thought they were. So I'll move from stage to stage till we learn how long it's gonna take to get into heaven. To get into heaven.